guys, today we're going to make Bendy and the Ink Machine sugar cookies using cookie cutters. I had these 3D printed just for this occasion. I have Boris, Alice Angel, and Bendy and the Ink Machine. And no, he's just Bendy. And Bendy. So we're gonna make these into cute little sugar cookies, so let's get started. The recipe we're using today is from Food Network. This is Alton Brown sugar cookie recipe, so if you want to check that out, you can. The recipe calls for 3 cups of flour, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Now we'll just whisk this all together. So now we're gonna add in another bowl a cup of butter. Boop, boop. It's kind of soft. Sort of. It's supposed to be softened. It's kind of softened. It'll be fine. Clearly, I have never baked, nor have I entered a kitchen before. And we're gonna add 1 cup of sugar. Now we'll just mix this together. Sort of. Not softened enough. Soften more. Maybe I should put it in the microwave. Let's put this in the microwave for a second. Ooh, microwave cooking. I know how to do this. This is probably not the mixer I should be using, but this is the mixer I have. Now we're gonna add 1 egg. Boop. And it calls for a tablespoon of milk, but instead of regular milk, I'm going to use Carnation evaporated milk because it's the cooking milk. Okay, so if I've never baked, how do I know to use Carnation instant milk in place of milk? Because I watched the old Burns and Allen reruns from the 1950s, and they were sponsored by Carnation instant milk, and they said that it's the best. I don't know that. So we'll put in 1 tablespoon of yummy milk, and now we'll mix it up. Now we're gonna gradually add some flour, and because I don't have like a fancy schmancy mixer, we're doing it this way. I'm gonna have to buy one of those. What? Is it supposed to be this way? Why is it so crumbly? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm using a whisk to mix cookie dough. So now we're going to divide it in half and put it on some wet paper and put it in the fridge for 2 whole hours. Okay, now it's been more than 2 hours, so we're going to roll out the dough. I put down wax paper here on the surface so that I can kind of keep it from being too messy. I'm just gonna put some powdered sugar here to help us roll out the dough. Normally you use flour, but this recipe said to use powdered sugar. Oh, this is crumbly. This is so crumbly. Don't crumble on me, man. Yay! We did it! There's 1 cookie. These are definitely turning out better than I thought they would. Alice Angel and Bendy. Oh my gosh, they look so cute! Now it's Boris's turn. There we go, all 3. So now the cookies are all ready to go in the oven, and I already preheated the oven to 375, so let's put them in. Cassie's barking. And in just 7 minutes, we'll be ready to decorate. Okay, now our cookies are out of the oven and it's time to decorate them. Here are all of our cookies cooling on the cookie rack. We're going to use these black candy melts. What's really cool about these cookies is they're already sepia tone, just like my shirt. So putting this on top will make it look kind of authentically bendy. For the candy melts, we're just gonna pour some in a bowl and then put them in the microwave to melt them. Okay, now it's completely melted. So now we're going to put it inside of a decorating bag. Ah! It's almost as if I've never done this before. No, don't close, bag. Open up my darling bag. Okay, now we're gonna decorate. There's one, and this is my first time decorating ever, so let's see how I do on another one. These are turning out so good, you guys! And that's it! You guys, that was so much fun. And now we have all these delicious Bendy and the Ink Machine cookies to eat. So let's do the taste test. Okay, so I'm gonna get some milk, and I'll see you next time. Hey guys, this is just a really quick video to see what happens when we mix Pop Rocks with your basic slime recipe. First, we'll mix some water with a little bit of borax and stir that up. Then we'll add a little bit of water with some glitter glue and stir that up as well. Now let's add the strawberry Pop Rocks. And then the borax solution. And, oh, it's not really clumping. Huh. I wonder what we did wrong. Okay, I'm gonna call this one a fail. But let's try it again. We'll mix the borax and water together like last time. But this time I'll use Elmer's clear glue instead of glitter glue. And let's mix the two solutions first. Then add the blue Fruit Punch Pop Rocks. Oh, it's working!
I can hear it popping, but I can't really feel it in my hands. Oh, wow. But yay, it worked, guys! Success! Okay, let's try the watermelon one. Since we actually achieved slime with the fruit punch one, we'll repeat those steps we used last time. Time to pour in the Pop Rocks. Yes, it worked again! Awesome! Okay, I really wanted the strawberry Pop Rock slime to work, so I tried it again. And for some reason, it just didn't turn out as good as the others. I think of all of them, the blue fruit punch slime turned out the best. But after they sat for a while, I don't think we should call them slime anymore. It's more like a putty. It was really stretchy when we first made it, but now it kind of just breaks apart really easily. And it makes your hands sticky. Okay, now let's mix all the putty / slime together and add more Pop Rocks on top. Oh, I love the sound. It sounds like hamburgers sizzling on a grill. And now it's dripping. So it seems to be removing a lot of moisture from the slime or putty or whatever it is we made. All in all, I'll probably not be making Pop Rock slime again anytime soon, but I'm glad we tried this out because I really wanted to see what would happen.